Hey, babe.
Hmm?
What do you like most about your ex?
I have no ex. There is no other woman that lived before you. You're the only one that existed. You're the only woman in my life. There is no one else but you, because you're the only woman. I don't care about my phone either. I only care about you.
You teach me and I'll teach you.
Fade 'em on.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Fade 'em on.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Today we're going to talk about the domesticated man. Or maybe even better put would be the enslaved man.
You're the only woman in my life. There is no one else but you.
We are going to break down why this happens, why men become domesticated in this sense, or even enslaved to a woman, even when they can see all of the videos out about simps and betamon and all that stuff, how they can still go through with this. It might make more sense for you and for some of your buddies that are going through this right now.
My husband says he's upset with me because, in his words, "Sweetie, you need to stop spending so much money on DoorDash. Ordering it 3 times a day is not appropriate, and we need to start living within our means." Honey, it sounds like you have an income problem, not that I have a spending problem. Start earning more money and we won't have these issues. So I took his credit card that we share, and I booked a vacation for my daughter Richard and I. We're staying in a hotel tonight, and I hope he enjoys that I charged $8,000 to his credit card. Make more money, darling.
Those who say don't know, those who know don't say. I'm done walking with the herd, it's time I go my own way.
So let's start by talking about the plantation mindset. What is it? So to me, the plantation is a state of mind where a man uses the gauge of women to determine his own worth. In other words, being trapped in the rat race of living for a woman rather than yourself. This is the point that a lot of men get to that are in long-term relationships, especially marriages. But why? Why is it so predictable that it happens in today's world? Why do so many men follow this path over and over and over and over again? All right, my theory here has 7 steps or stages to it. So the first stage here is dependency. Our young years shape us. So humans are born with a dependency on others. When we are born, we immediately have to look up to others to protect us and create rules for us to survive. We learn to look to others for advice instead of relying on ourselves. This is just natural in all human beings. We need people to take care of us when we're young, or we will not survive. So we all develop dependency of some sort. Stage 2 here is the role models. Women are everywhere. We spend a majority of our early lives learning to be good from female role models. In a traditional family, who is home with the children more? In a single parent home, who is typically the solo parent? In a primary school or child care facility, who is typically the teacher or the role model in charge? So if you think about that, us men, do we learn to crave female validation and praise?
I love my mommy.
Oh, baby.
Mommy?
Yes?
What are you?
Whoa, chill out!
What?
What are you doing?
It's good for Snapchat.
Why are you recording though?
The third stage of this, you want freedom, don't be selfish. So as young boys, are we taught that being a man is protecting and providing for a woman? Are bachelors looked at as selfish and greedy, or even as failures? And on the flip side, are independent women looked at as inspirational and idolized? So if you think about that with the programming going on, the idea of true freedom is foreign to many men. Women these days are encouraged to be the strong, independent woman.
Men love to look at me And so I have found whenever I see a man looking at me for too long, I just casually stretch up my arms to expose my beautiful, bushy armpit hair. And I swear, the look of disgust that washes over their face, it's basically my kink at this point.
Men today are encouraged to worship women. The idea of freedom is foreign to many of us men. The fourth stage, taste freedom, you get the fear of free will. All right, so even if a man decides to taste freedom at some point in his life and to live for himself, who does he now look up to? Us men are abstract thinkers. We can see the pros and cons of decisions. So when we taste true freedom, we also inherit more responsibility and a total ownership of potential consequences. Freedom can become a burden. So if a man is able to kind of break out of those first three stages and taste that freedom for himself, that can become scary. Because to a lot of us men, that might be the first time we really truly taste it, and then we become truly responsible because it's all on us now. Stage 5. Need structure? Finding a new slave master. So now if you broke out and you get to stage 4, you taste some of that freedom and now it's truly all on you, well, that can become scary, so you might search for new structure. Our internal need for rules and structure can become overwhelming when given true freedom. What better way to satisfy this need for structure than finding a female slave master? She will always give you rules and structure to satisfy that inner desire. And I know personal guys like this in my life that seemed like they were going to live the bachelor life. They became very successful, independent on their own. And at a certain point in their life, maybe mid-30s or hit about 40, they felt like something was missing. They wanted some structure. So where did they go to find that? Guy got a girlfriend, got engaged probably 6 months later, and then married another year later after that. He found his new slave master to feel like he has some structure in his life. Stage 6, the new master. Praises and scolds you. So looping back to our childhood years, we get the need met of having someone praise good behavior and scold our bad behavior. We get the comfort of our childhood safety and security. Her validation becomes a comfort drug. And if you're not aware of this, guys, it will bite you in the butt. Because none of us guys want to admit something like this, that, oh, her validation's a comfort of us. But from the earliest age, you are looking for that validation and approval from women, from female role models, from your mother, from other women in your life. So even if you break away and it feels good to break away from that, there can become this comfort in having that slave master praising and scolding you.
I love my mommy.
Oh, baby.
Mommy?
Yes?
What are you...
Whoa, chill out!
It.
What are you doing?
It's good for Snapchat, you
Why are you recording though?
And stage 7, new slaves. She trains a new army. The women that are the best at being slave masters are the women that reproduce. She spits out some new human slaves to shape and mold. This slave master has spent a lifetime practicing and honing her skills. The cycle repeats itself again and again. Think about that. The women that are the best at manipulating are the women that reproduce the most often because they're in the game. They're able to get what they want. They're able to play this game and control it to how they want to. So going through the 7 stages, that was just a little peek behind the scenes of when something like this happens. Why? Why does it happen so often? Why are there so many men that we all know that become dependent on the slave master and it really makes sense if you think about it. But I think this is the most important thing to take away. I like to call this the bonus stage, stage 8, the solution. Create your own rules and standards for yourself. Without having a sense of purpose in life, a man will naturally look for his new slave master to tell him what to do. Creating a mission and purpose for yourself will give you the sense of freedom you desire with the built-in structure you crave. You become your own slave master. That is the way to win this game in today's day and age, is you got to get through those stages and then create your own rules and standards for yourself. Create your own structure, create your own goals, create your own aspirations, and then you won't feel lost, because when you feel lost as a man, you're going to desire that comfort drug that you grew up with of searching for that praise and validation, living for other people rather than yourself. This is why you so often hear in self-development or just motivational speeches from men about you need to find purpose. You need to create purpose for yourself or create a mission for yourself, because if you don't, you will start to look to others for validation and praise. All right, guys, tell me what you think, and hopefully you're able to unprogram out of the 7 stages and do not become enslaved as a man. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video. Definitely subscribe.